Abanom yensa hello 101.5 FM so eni alishmama yamamina yamatrase eni akwaba ensem pina ne ensem for asem kama ye dani echiri amamu se nom yensa kasebo yensem no dedimu akuti no bi eni cabinet anase abanu iron say the public tribunal bill eba ebetumi aboa papa ama say galam say asemi kokoto a yetumi adi ntemati ensefri ho.
And so I get the reports every day. Every day you find anti-Galamsey, you find Galamsey pits, people.
Na ebusia former Chief Justice Maami Tokunu edi asemi kokodan ECOWAS Court of Justice asem no mu bi yate se womo abatuagu. Sanso so na Attorney General akasa se Sedina Tamaklu na asem no enche bia maame ne bebi obia wo US abuchimemu Ghana for no US bonkomo ami akochinaba ama mra no na di sene fata.
The request for the extradition of Sedina Christine Tamaklo Atienu was dispatched on 19 July 2024.
So for share ahonidie ho ensem so nyamfo Ahmed Ibrahim akasa se enam efinti Ghana shiri sika bese $500 million afibia.
Public works investment goes into water supply. Leading sanitation chronically underfunded.
Na achachirefo a omawie school na nsoso omunya adwuma nyeye wo nsoso ayeye kire wanya brese ni manim ya aban empa adwuma ma wo munye.
Now I'm coming from a construction field. We are doing this. If you see the top building that we are describing, then if you fall right now, you die. So,
and some of the door na kan we ho and yaboa no so mo se no miensa kasebo yensemo for Ura Kenneth the multi-plan environment na nyimekoi na eso yasen wie.
Oscar Mark Boutique ana adenta de paba bronya yenyina yekopa bi ahye enkwada ne mpani yentade ahodo nyina bi ohonomo Oscar Mark Boutique e Kumasi ha edum 0559 539564 Nature Smart Dental Clinic ho ana yede yesun sabina eko na wonum asiesie amayen Kumasi Akan Liberty Filling Station one farmok depot and D enshade mu ay 0539 917711 Vedang Healthcare ay liver and kidney specialist hospital and the idea kaye nyina atete won no ya de kwa Vedang Healthcare na dokota wadi nubna wadi every India bano asa ya de no every pedwe ni mu Vedang Healthcare Kumasi ahwoto da ban Sokobanje Kofo School Johnson. Your friend Dr. Victor Nadankwa. Our 0247 665436.
Ebusia yakase na live for Facebook. Hello 101.5 FM. YouTube Despite Media. For message no for Facebook bra. Ma yenkenkan Mal Franco the acoustic etechi. Kase bonuma kenkan de midi and of us many minimia.
Nana Jomo.
Afe yen free and sem no ase. Ebusia ye ko ahomaso na yene Honorable Lawyer Vincent Eko Asifua MP Otafo akwakobo enkomo esanse atese ECOWAS Court of Justice former Chief Justice Maame Justice Gertrude Tokonu Esaba na semi olikokodan ECOWAS Court Justice no wo mo abo emufa bi atoagu na asemi ba ye Deputy Attorney General Justice Remsai na wakan ho asem on Facebook wall na wo chirim se asem na court no de ho anu yi aba na yi a ama ECOWAS Court of Justice I say asem no Maame Gertrude Esaba Tokono mra aban no krampo ye se won tranchen no wotra asia be se abosumi miensa ansana wotu ho anamo de ho asem akodan court and inti eche do and so akasa Justice Gabriel Scott Portman the committee no yanchi wo adwuma no sensen kakra na afi ECOWAS Court of Justice ehwen kansem na chese no aya kachi anisa and inti ama ECOWAS Court of Justice asem no nkwa de wo mo abo edi atoagu yenko gimu nchirimu senia asechire ankasa etie asem ni nyina ne aba atoagu anase say ka se committee no ntwentwan wa adwuma so no eno na yabo edi atoagu honorable mipacho wotimi nka ye mo ha emo akwaba eba Hello FM ye wi anom yensan kase boso honorable pacho wotimi nka
me Joshua Brumini abema
honorable ye da sepa so nya bre edi amaye yo honorable emrane de sebi wa bi mu pa ya te se ECOWAS Court of Justice former Chief Justice Gertrude Toko no asem na odikodan wo mu se enka committee a ye pa ye Justice Gabriel Scott Portman committee no yentwentwen wa adwuma so no eno ECOWAS Court of Justice abo anu atogu eno no asem we no ase kire sei
well some no start say Shasa se buboba na Justice Toko no the kodan the ECOWAS mediatum se enya asem no start say somewhere in February March honwano ana Justice Toko no dia asem no koye because the first petition that was written to the president was somewhere in April, but even before then you remember now discussions being in the NEMO and all those kind of things. I can understand why Justice Toko no could not have reported and have filed an application with ECOWAS committee at that early stage because you remember there was some internal remedies that could have been used, especially when I also went to court to make sure that the right processes have been followed and all that. In fact, Tokunonemu at the time Obekaya was not even served with the petition itself. As we speak, she has been saying that she has not been served with the petition only onto the probe committee, and our case Sanoman. So many of them are on what basis now the ECOWAS committee when you don't have your facts.
Sure.
And also the ECOWAS court when you don't have your facts and the things that have been leveled against you now intact. And so it was a very, very difficult situation and a confusing situation at the time. However, the matter na ECOWAS court, a very simple matter that the ECOWAS court should be able to suspend a year committee Now, Obibeka says it has become odious, it has become moot because committee Nejuma, they've brought their recommendation and all that, which the ECOWAS court is also affirming same. But the ECOWAS court also, as part of its consequential orders, stated that the Attorney General, which is Justice Sane Ayini lawyers are more called ECOWAS and more were seeking for one or two things. Someone will come of court and say there's nothing emergency or like urgent about the applications that have been brought by Justice Tokono. And in their estimation, that agency bit should be struck out and I said should be denied. And indeed, the court actually denied and dismissed that one. However, almost a key an argument to say the ECOWAS court does not even have jurisdiction to settle the matter because the matter will have to be dealt with Ghanaian jurisdiction because there are a lot of processes and procedures that deals with that. And of course, they will mention Article 144 to you that, there's a process or procedure that the removal of the Chief Justice will have to follow. But what was lost on them, and they say, when your fundamental human rights are being trampled upon, every individual who belongs to the ECOWAS state or community of states can petition the ECOWAS. Say ECOWAS, abang we 88 am fan who yesu. Nti say abang no anasa government ni 88 am fan who yesu. Then in the midjatwa na bro, mesu aba bijatwa say mesel. Try and make sure that you restore and protect me to enjoy my fundamental human rights, which are inalienable rights, if I should say. Nti the court at the ECOWAS say that jurisdiction court no war. Nti Attorney General, that is Dr. Ayini Justice Sai, or lawyers and some more can so the court have ruled for Justice Tokono, say omobetna asem no so ECOWAS normally omunyina, because as part of the consequential orders, the court also said that within a period of 30 days, Ghana's government should be able to file more responses to the application that has been filed by Justice Tokono. It is not entirely true, say, I told Justice Tokono because as the first person who came to issue a statement and penned the statement was the Deputy Attorney General, making it look as if, say, the only thing that the judge, or if like the ECOWAS court said, and they say, the agency bit is no more urgent, or it has not been urgent because by the conduct of Tokono herself, because 3 months and it cannot be said that it was urgent by her own conduct. Because I didn't urgent, whatever. But of course, a petition was not enough to say, oh, when the president triggers a removal of like a suspension process, and I will say, baby, I feel the idea of but what you say. And it was on that basis that the petitions and other processes in the documents are more fun because what the dying one. That is when I will know. Because at the connect of the Constitution is very clear. I mean, even when there's a criminal trial, I mean, it will have to be fair. The trial will have to be fair to the extent that you have to be able to announce to your opponent every bit of the documents that you are using to level accusation against the person. I mean, these things were not done, and it is by so doing, and the man Tokono go to the ECOWAS court, probably even late. However, I mean, it doesn't spoil anything. The most important thing is that the Attorney General is supposed to file the responses to the application that has been filed at the ECOWAS court. I hope that Tokono will have his day in court, and the right thing will be done in favor of her.
Okay, next and Chemuni say enya entirely true say ya bo ECOWAS Court of Justice abo Mami Tokono asem nyina to agu.
Debi ya bo to agu ne say eye ni removal no. No person or suspend no. But what you say no na ya bo to agu. Na emum no ade a affect on one fundamental human right. I need to this application akono. I know the that's what court on court no say Attorney General, which is the representative of the Ghana government in terms of the procedure never goes to ECOWAS court so far the responses to the application. So the matter is still before the ECOWAS court.
Wow. Honorable better was sepa we den chiremu no wa me nya no se ne yeti classroom a wo kira de no. Bibia se kira ye besan so abanchen bi modaroma. Yera sepa. Honorable lawyer Vincent Ekwasefa MPO Tafo and the no boss asemi mu nkomonam se afedi nchiremu no aba ama yati asiye.
Yampem so anko yanimna Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ana wabo amanye as a year public tribunal bill no a year dear se wapa hontuma ya sabre ebebabeboa na galamse kona ye kono etimi aboa na etimi aso anontem ede amayen na Mampeni ekremu a sa bill we ya wodi ebei ne nyina ene se obi aye dwumadie bi anasa obi ye bone na bone kura wo ye no se efa galamse ho anasa aye efom agudie bi na wotu na wotu no ekwan bone so a se ye sabomodia na ekano a enya afa na ede no ekọ police station na afa na sia de kwa yishemu afa ye kwa court ye tu asada ana we de bedi adanse na ye fa na ye sene ha na esai omane bre yada agye ene esika kwa etisa aye bill ya wodi abai eno beboa ene atenye ntantantantantantantantam na yeyi watan na wokọ na next person ahwe yeyi na tan na wokọ se na beye na nyina betimi aboa ma galamse ku na yekono ye twetwa ye nan ase ewo ho wode sansami atu dwa wo bra enredua wo share Christian Council Jubilee House and o church sansam ni mu ewo ho no mo.
And so I get the reports every day. Every day you find Galamsey pits, people being arrested and all that. Another problem we have is so far we've arrested more than 1,700 people. The courts to even process these people is a problem. So many of them we've been forced to grant them bail. And in some cases, when you go back to look for them, they've left the area. And so one of the things Cabinet did the last time was to pass the public tribunals bill. so that we'll push issues to do with illegal mining to the public tribunals, because they would adjudicate faster and let justice be seen to be done. And as the tribunals have it, they have a judge, and then they have 4 other members who either have a legal background or of a certain level of understanding of the law. And so if that comes, we would be able to process, these cases against illegal mining even quicker.
And one of my penny, Akan say, and ya say, Sabil way abay. Ya betty will be now or two from a good year combination, a between chain and answer cry, and tampa, na ye nothing, na your call your name.
Ebusian to akase bone so na Attorney General Dominic Akrotinga Ayinde akasa chirimu Ghana aban ene US aban no so eguso kasa dia no baba ye se ne ebe ya ekane Microfinance and Small Loan Center Maslock Boss Sedina Tamaklo Atienu yakwa akotwe no de free US na ba Ghana na Attorney General na Minister for Justice kasa no chirimu se Ghana fo bi se ewura Akrotinga Ayinde udwa wanum se Tamaklo Atienu obetimi di na ba Ghana no oba ye no ene wayi wani no ase minyi mani kra maame no yeso nkonkodam mfinhia maako du 10 years na onye adwumaden emfa enka ho no 2019 ton na court share se emfa nkonkotumo na Dr. Ayine ede we tu dwa na hye fi enra na wo kire mu se Ghana bania bere papa no the International Cooperation Unit of the Attorney General Department womo na womatro krata akakoma Department of Justice of the United States of America no kra September abosumi ye mu kra wo etwa mu ya na say Ghana ban any US aban edi kasubo mu kasa den serebia maame no ono metumi di na aba Ghana ene wo ba ya pe na ni mfie du no wo akodem no aye adwumaden edi aka ho nti Attorney General akasa se ebinum nka wano ntumi so omaka se ontu ho na mo no na watu ho na mo den evidence bibia dansedie ekire se watu ho na mo be se bosumi eni enche maame no se tie bia no US for be down de na Ghana na ni mfie du no wa ba bidi na okasa no se Mr. Speaker Accra High Court na yes maame said na Tamaklo April 2024 wonkonkodem esanse yes ya hwene nsemu ama sika be se 90 million Ghana cedis afanin sase na we chief executive officer CEO Emma Maslock sabrenu mu na sika twitwi die ente se afanin sase aninti court wa hyese ameno sika no nya de se ye je afi no ho nemom onkonkodem envisia emako edu.
The request for the extradition of Sedina Christine Tamaklo Atienu was dispatched on 19 July 2024 through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to the Department of Justice of the United States of America for execution. Our office, that is the Office of the Attorney General, is awaiting the execution of our request to have her extradited to serve her prison sentence in Ghana. The International Cooperation Unit of the Attorney General's Department followed up on our request from the Department of Justice, the United States of the United States of America in September 2025. So, if there is any impression being created that I am not taking any steps, this is the evidence that in September, that is just a month ago, I took the step of inquiring from the United States Justice Department the steps that they were taking in respect of the extradition. And they indicated that they are following their extradition procedures in executing the request, and that the fugitive will be extradited as soon as they have satisfied all the procedures.
Attorney General and Minister for Justice Dr. Akrotinga Ayinde and Yetenin Kano.
Na yebako mrase bejafie na yensem training Emmanuel Akole wajina humano so ya sabre udru mrase bejafia adano oman yakon masika ya yebeken kan hosam ekire no ano ho ababa yeguso a ekoso ewo mrase bejafie nti ekọ na Emmanuel Akole adedi akoso mrase bejafie seseye no wode ho amane atimi aboye. Hello Ima.
Hello. Yo, and then Mashoja for Etwa debate or more year, 2026 budget no. Na Mashoja for a Kasa no, but who Honorable Eric Edem Agbana, Kitu North Mashawi Geni, Nancy Mono or Chese, President John Dramani Mahama Abayano, Paya dear Papa, and then the finance minister. Na 2026 budget in Edani DPP say, Abayenia Dre. Say obehwe na niema atutuye wo omeyi mu eni na watutu waye nhihye aboa ma inflation akopom na afi nso aban tutu anamon a ama eye sidi ne dollar no sidi na hoden ekosoro afi nso wo say aban eni tuade no ade a ewe enimu papa eni no wo say one minority anase opposition no omu nyina ede wa hoden ekai aban nechi na aban no etumi epeja oman no ekonenim ewo yen economy nhihye mu moma inti Honorable Eric Edem Agbana.
As I can say, the speaker, inflation has dropped from 23.8% to single digit 8% in less than 1 year. The speaker, the speaker, the city collectively has appreciated.
Honorable member, what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that?
If you don't like it, what I saw against you was.
Thank you very much. You may proceed.
The city collectively has appreciated by 34.9% within this short period of time that this government has been in office. Mr. Speaker, it is evidently clear that this is a government that is determined to serve the people of this country. This is a president that is ready to create employment opportunities for the people of this country. That is why in this budget we are proposing that will create employment to about 800,000 teeming Ghanaian youth who are working on our streets and have nothing to do.
You nanu esi no kane oswafo hwe omei sikasem so sanso masibidwenia udna homa karaga Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam ono nso ode ne die no etoa so no e no chi mu se amanfo arechi wo omowo ewo economy no titu ne investors ehwehwan aba form eso ate eni ntina aban de treasury bills ahodo be makomakon aduanan enum 45 eba no emu makomakon 25 aduonu ena entumi anye juma anase enkofo ambiso se womope afi oche mu aban yi ni expenditure anase sika odi wura the capital expenditure ebetumi aboa ma enyuma etumi aba no ade a ewo form kra inte enya ade a ebeboa oman na afi so o say aban yi na bi efi yen nipa ye wo meyi so ondwen yen ho ena se 2026 budget ni mo no officer okoto helicopter any presidential jet moma inti Dr. Amin Adam.
Mr. Speaker, having said this, the minister talked about stability, but I know that economic stability should drive growth. It should drive growth. Unfortunately, his estimate for growth for 2026 was put at 4.8%. Mr. Speaker, when the economy has stabilized, you are projecting 4.8%. At the time you said the economy was criminally managed, the economy grew at 5.7%. And so I don't see this logic. An economy that is badly managed could grow at 5.7%, and an economy that is stabilized is projecting to grow at 4.8%. There is no macroeconomic theory that can support this framework. Mr. Speaker, therefore, this stability for me doesn't exist. It's stability on paper, it is cooked stability, because I see a significant disconnect between that stability and the struggling real economy of this country at this moment. Mr. Speaker, if we have to develop our country and grow jobs, we have to invest in capital investment. And therefore, I want to make a proposal to this government. I hope they will take it. That to be able to increase capital investment, we may have to introduce what we call the golden rule. The golden rule, as it pertains in Britain, that we will not borrow to consume anymore. We will not borrow for consumption. We will borrow to invest in capital investment so that we can generate growth to support the job creation in the country. Mr. Speaker, this budget offers big promises, but the numbers behind the promises simply do not add up.
Yo, abusia na weni somehow dwa yen sem training Emmanuel Akole edi free emraso badwafie abadom yen awie.
Yo, abusia for afe yen to akasebo no eswe. Na Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Oma kochi asem kesie bi edi aba akire mu se wo hye Ghana etimu yi a ye man ye mu a enye oman kesie bia na afi bia eka efi emayebo aye $500 million. That you say sika mani shegu ena mo fi nko ano ehye. What is say Ghana ha se unhu fie bia yesi miensa ana fie nan bia si ho no mu a emu miensa baby omanfo beja wo mo nan edin papa ba ko pe ana agenan bia papa wo mu omanfo tumi komo ho esan wo mo kama na so ye na kasa akire mu se Ghana ha nyina kra no fia hodo no ha mu nchemo nunum 25% pe na wo mo agenan bia papa omanfo tumi ekoso wo yi dia akare nyina agenan bia papa bia chede ni obi abaako enipa nwotwe edudunum na ekoso eno ha adwen afi wa kyerem se nipa no ha mu chemu edu nwotwe 18% say de bebi o beja wo nan pote pa wonim nti onamwa bebi obenya bia se bola so se poanu se ne politin tuntumu ojeguma no ofuri na ni namba bi no ko upper east mantam no emu a ehopa na wosoro ha mu chemu be se aduanan enkron 49% bebi o beja wonan eho asem oden nana so afọ no ekasa ana womo any stakeholders engagement meeting bi ekoso ewo World Toilet Day ho and Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim. Ekasa chim se ha dey power sense oba Ghana. Yenyo man ya ehia ye buburu sa. Yenye mobo sa na so sebio ye njanan ehun sensem de. Ene ka no aye asem bi e wo ho. Na wa chim se ni nyina so ye emra yenhye omanfo kete monfa nya adwuma enti. Esan se Ghana ye kosoro ye nyini papa. No afibia no nipe o memu no hamunchemu miensa echiripo miensa sa beka ho 3.3% esa beka ho afibia no de se ye no do no kwa na ye kosoro wakasa achiremu se enkranko a enfie bese edu no 20 years ni nipa na ho no hamunchemu edusia 60% aba beka ho enkranko a na kire se udi kumase ne ade beka ho a ye kwa nimpa Ura Ibrahim ekasa no chiremu se akwakoba ne se no ese Ghana nyina etimi sisa ya dwen na etimi apoa ma na huni di no etimi akwa animu nsire be ya yembo kapi sese wo se toilet for all a agenda sese ye dey ba na no nye ba akofo adwuma enya aban ko a ese obi ade ne ho ehyem bi efiewura fo hwese wo musifie a o meye gyanan bia ewo mu na nanom hwese efiefie nkronkuma hodo no o mehwa am ya bobo gyanan bia kama wom na afi assembly sa hodo nso ahye amomanfo de mbra aye adwuma se de be ye fi so ebetumi ate Ghana.
The public works investment goes into water supply, leaving sanitation chronically underfunded. This imbalance has created a situation where water coverage improves while sanitation stagnates. And therefore, if you have about 91% of water coverage in Ghana, 91% for 90% of electricity access, and we have less than 30% of or 39% of sanitation access, it's a question that all of us must answer. The third critical problem is urbanization, outspacing infrastructure. Our urban population is rapidly growing at 3.3% annually, one of the highest in Africa, and has overtaken the pace of urban sanitation infrastructure development. In Accra alone, the population has grown more than 60% in the last 2 decades, but the expansion of sewage system has been minimal. Today, over 75% of urban households rely on on-site sanitation. mostly self-defense, key to actions, yet our disposal services and treatment facilities have not expanded proportionately. The fourth critical issue is weak enforcement of sanitation bylaws. Local government structures have the bylaws, but enforcement remains inconsistent.
So far we share Nkrokuma mpuntuo ho ensem so ahensem ana afi esom ahodo ho ensem so ra Ahmed Ibrahim ana eteninka no.
Na akyerɛkyerɛfo a wɔnom awie College of Education. Ya uyamfa wɔnom adwuma wɔmatikuo. Ya wɔn nyinaa ayi kuo baako a wɔnom enam. Wato wɔn din sɛ a coalition of unemployed trained teachers. Na ɛnɛ wɔnom ayɛ ɔyɛ kyerɛkyerɛkyerɛ ɛwɔ nkran abɔnten so. Ya ɔyɛ kyerɛ nyinaa ekowie ɛsɛ. Wɔnom ɛsra ban sɛ enimanimu ya wɔban aban ɛnhwɛ na wɔn pɛ sukuu bi na ɔfa wɔnom ɛnto. Na aban wɔnom abɔno. Ɛnya deɛ sɛ aban efiri wɔn na wɔn si wohwɛ mu obi kura awie sukuu. Bɛɛ sɛ ɛyɛ afe efie ɛyɛ mpinu ɛne aduonu mmienu hɔ baabi ɛna ebi nso kura awie mfi mpinu ɛne aduonu mmiɛnsa. Yɛ wɔn nyinaa ti fie a obiara ɛmfa wɔnom adwuma na wɔn nso sukuu yi wɔnom awie yɛ ɔmo teachers ɔmo license exams ɔmo tire yi wɔnom atwerɛ wɔn paase afei wɔn ayɛ national service kura nso awie yɛ ne nyinaa kyerɛ no obiara fa wɔnom adwuma na abira yɛkyɛ no ɛkɔ soɔ no ana baako bi a na n'ani abɛdeɛ ɛyɛ Minta Robert wɔne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ ɛrebɔ nkɔmɔ ana wɔse yɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ paa kyerɛ sɛ wodi gyina board so sɛ yɛnkyerɛ adeɛ gyae agye akwadaa efiefoɔ anisa no na akwadaa paa ɔse wɔpɛ sɛ osua adeɛ paa de ne hyɛ me nsa Minta Robert ya sɛ ne mesi paa nya abotra kyerɛkyerɛ akwadaa nya senkuma na so sansa wɔnom amfa adwuma nti yɛ aban so ayi n'ani ama yɛn ti ɛnɛn me concrete anaasɛ construction site ana mewɔ yɛ hɔ me yɛ adwuma sɛ lebra yɛ me soasoa mɔtaa na mo wie mu na me de kɔ na me de ba ɛnyɛ sɛ adwuma we na me ka sɛ meyɛ me pɛ sɛ me kyerɛkyerɛ ni tete mmɔfra nya me suro ɛne nimdeɛ kwa so nso nɛ esa mamu obo ni nti hwase baabi a mabawi a maye lebra ɛwɔ construction site a ne nyinaa mu wakasa sɛ ɛno da nkyɛne a ɛnam adwuma wɔnom anya nti ɛnɛ ebi kura ayɛ akromfoɔ galamsey ya yɛ guso a yɛ kun akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ a yɛmfa wɔnom adwuma ɛne Ghana mabu na wɔn awie suku a yɛmfa wɔnom adwuma yi wɔn ayɛ mu fa ya wɔn nyinaa illegal money galamsey wɔnom ahyɛ mu a ebi so kura ayi adwuma ɛnsɛm fata sɛ ɛyɛ babunu ɛyɛ ya ne nyinaa mu wɔn sra aban sabramra abanmra na ɔmɛyɛ wɔnom ɛmoa na bra wɔyɛ kɔhwɛ hɔ ayɛ butubutu ɛwɔ Ministry of Education na so yɛ hɔ nom ana Deputy Public Relations Officer ɛma Ghana Education Service say ɛne ɔbɛgye krataa wɔn de baayɛ no na wɔde akɔm si daabi ɛnkyele yɛmfa krataa ne ma wo na yɛmfa ma wo tena yɛkyɛn ɔsoafo ɔhyɛ nwoma sua asɛm soɔ ɛyɛ no nyamfo Haruna Idris wɔ no and the trying to say the crata evermano.
As now I'm coming from a construction field. We are doing this. If you see the top building that we have been climbing, and if you fall right now, you die. Some have even lost their leg, their hand because of those jobs. And because we don't want to do that, that's why we were trained as teachers to teach. So we can't be home and be suffering whilst we spent over 5 years training ourselves to become good teachers so that we will help the future of Ghana. And now we are here to tell the government to post us now because we have stayed home for too long. We can't still be at home. We can't wait for even a month. Some people are even dying. Some are doing illegal jobs. Some are, you can see how Roberts employ our colleagues. Go and steal and I'll give you money and they will do it because they are hungry. Some are on Galamsey side. The same Galamsey we are preaching against. We are educating people against. Our people are there. They are there. You go there right now, you see a lot of trained teachers there because they have not get jobs. We have passed our licensure exam. We have reached whatever we want to do. We some are first class, second class, upper, and all those stuff. And we are still at home. So we want the government to come to our aid. We were trained to teach, not to be on the street acting.
Education. If you don't need teachers, how many are you to close that colleges of education? If you can't repeat that, so that in the next year we will have this demonstration here again. Close that colleges of education. When you need teachers, then you open the colleges of education.
Anya Owura Haruna Idrisu Wasumu a akyerɛkyerɛfo ayɛmfa wɔn mu adwuma na wɔnom sɛ mo hia akyerɛkyerɛfo adeɛ college of education no montum na ehunu sɛ mo hia akyerɛkyerɛfo ebio
Ɛkɔmɔ ya abusuafo yɛ Kotepa Immigration Training School ɛno wɔ Afano North municipality no mu ana abato mpɛsua no so asantemam ha yi a wɔn ani agye ɛbɔ nsirihehe wɔn de wɔn sɛ fo afuru so adan a sisi nyamia dom wɔn akwan ahodoɔ ɛwɔ wɔ school no anim school no mu ne ade nyinaa yɛ ba bɛhwɛ ne etumi ayɛ na MCE ɛwɔ Afano North Tepa honorable Akwasi Adusei ɛkɔkɔsra wɔn wɔ abra na ɛgye oguso bɔ nsahwɛ a kɔkɔhwɛ sɛnea na adwuma no esi efrase ɛna wɔkasa ekyire mu sɛ ɔbɛda Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama ase papa sanse mboa wɔde boa Ghana nyinaa no adehyɛ wɔtepa wɔn nso anya wɔn deɛ ama enei ɛkwan ahodoɔ a wɔtepa Immigration Training School nyinaa wɔn efrase ne yi a wɔn etwa so ayɛ ne kama na etimi aboa yɛntie MC
mampani John Dramani Mahama I'm say 2012 16 Juma ifrase ye Akan rules ifra ba mu 16 na ka ho na me ada wo oba na wasa be kenyi e dia de service akotro oba rules training process ni na me ada ma go eni approve na ne Akan rules to ifra we say kwa yina na yi the immigration training school and so e kan be bia ye kwan na no pay by ya ba be say contractor no site no or you know e dey afa the buyer so the nyaso adwuma na o ye no speed na e pese open ampa contractor e police
aha enti MC anosi ya pe na commanding officer Tepa Immigration Training School ACI Mary Owusu enso di anigye eda Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama ane MC honorable Akwasi Adusei asese enche akra no mbehye bo se omehwe na onum aye kwan no best na ochim yenu entem omka ya pe na kwan ye frase a yitwa so yi na wasem faso de bebre wo mo de echontwi humi
so mejina me penny name aye controller general Ghana Immigration Service and management enemy anso me staff a work school and me the asida kese amomam penny na asida PCS so ye the ama honorable Adusei esan say ye dey adis ye dey koto na mi na otwemiensa ekobusumi ekwa ne manim na na mi hu ya ni say engineers aba school ha abechi ame a omo be enyeme bebu akwem na wo ma hye roads na se say me ami bag na ha mi hu bi da say wo kosra de busu na otwemiensa tubusumi na ampa omode wose ayoyo ense bi ne yehwehwe wo man no san say wo shebo na wo de ye adwuma e matemamufo ne nso yenso yehu se bi ni mapa mo yenti ya da ono
abwas commanding officer Tepa Immigration Training School ACI Mary Owusu ne yetinka no yenua Abranti Pakizaro ene baba nsem ya no besom ye
na yenyina nim se oman bia betumpon bedi yi a na ejina eto eso ne sasunti ana eye kwabri East Mansini no assembly no wonom ati nipa anasa womo apa nipa duba kubi esi wanemu a yatudin as special task force ya wonom ebekọ eye adwom ne potampotamo na wonom agege to na no betimi aboa ama Mansini no wonom foto a womde bọ womo bra no etimi aboa no ede ama womo na yepa womo ewieye no ana kyerese Mansini krachepani eye ononyafo amankwa one hello fam kasebo one hello fam central for bonkomo ana was a tax force we ya yate womo se wonom agege tuei ana se womo kan assembly ho na wonom kwagege tuei eye sa adwuma ne kwa na edi ama womo ema wonom nya womo se womo aposifo ebe hu ana wakwachiri wei ana wo bru wei ana we gene gari no woji we gali na we nam hanomo afi wo bo hu ana se wo mo adane langade na ye de ho abbo ahemfui na ye gade wo hene wo se dabi enye we ntina wonom afra mo adekudi antia wo mo apa se nipa do baakui ane se wo meka assembly no ho na wo matimi agege to na boa ama kwabri East Mansini no wonom foto a womo epe ede abo Mansini ho bra no etimi aboa no ede ama womo netimi aboa mumpuntio etimi akọ animu
Oman no baby adru Kwabri Institute no. E wo say ye IGF na etimi epejam. Na chese wo say nya revenue task force a ono beboa na ya digital e de ama Kwabri East no yetimi de aye adwuma dodo. Aban ko a entimi tintini say ye wo deeper akwanya ye wo common fund de beba. Another source of funding no na ife no IGF na chese de empatemo no ankra no moa ene to a e begigi na de aboa. Eno na aka. Eno na ya na ye nya de papa. Timi ba ye de mahu ni say se manyire me ho na mampe sika dodo amfa mfiri Oman no an digital no a yentimi nya adwuma dodo amfa mo aban no amfa mo ampatemo afo. Eno nti na man ne ya no reti we na de me ka kire wonum nyina ne say wonum nya police for. Eno makoye mo police for. E ba bi e be kire wonum say ye ko no yakwa adwuma no no so wonum di so. Timi de wonum ahye revenue superintendent awo ha yen building inspectorate a police MTTD commander on so ha de o ma hye nensa. Wonum na be kire wonum ne so wonum ye na o magina sa de no so de aboa. Ya tu wonum fo say o munye task force a o mokwa kudi ahemfo achi na o hene kwa na be na Kwabri East municipal special task force no di na chi da bi.
MCE Honorable Amankwa Ebiya Pe Anna Mampontin Police MTTD Commander ASP Francis Samana one Chief Revenue Officer Emma Kwabri East one no na any central for Bonkomo and on mienu essay. Search media ya wonum apawi ye nipa de ba kwi wo mokwa abonten ene assembly for akwaji tuoi wo mo enhye na mo fa adwobrawo anya adwuma enkanka edwom wo enhye ya assembly akwa adwom ni ba be ka kire won beto wonsa wo mo fa abutre ene pepepe yo anya adwuma no.
The former task force no say in a police officer, it is our duty to guide them so that they will not cross their boundary. Because for now, we police force, civilian security to protect revenue collectors when they go out there to collect revenue for the assembly. Now, by so doing, I say guide them the way I say behave, especially respect for the people. But you want to omoni amafo na ko edi nkomo. Nyase omo hu se nipa no ofo emranti omo start didi na atem anase omo bu omo because omo ye civilian security do. They person yen shape omo na omo hu omo roles and responsibility.
As a tax force there, onko untimi sorry ko baby akokoje tax bia. O se oni revenue collector eneko. A oni revenue collector no be kono kra no gise revenue head ama authority. A esa ka kire omo se nsebe sika no eni ye dine. Nti so omo ko na nipa no eno ya na entokwa omo munya abutre because ka yie no ya to munya abutre na omo no omo nkasa no muntimi ntue sika no omo hyentade a na kire se omo ya posifo omo kokko force nipa no omo munya abutre.
Wey ane somehow do across so wo Kwabri East mention mu da no.
Yo, ebusia bia so sem adwenche bia mo dia ba na ye bi eto aso afi amponsa de bi fi krofa infia ba bedu no si JDM ane NDC mu dia judge for mo mfa ngum sa na so society bia no kwa de ebre bia enukra ntronti mi ne kwa so nkunim da mo amaka manu atumu Chief Justice get you toko no asem no ho no mo de monye sa na enche da chi bi ni akiri MPP beba ban mu omba ban mu na se Bible mu Abraham mpo ana Chief Justice a omeyi no edi no afri ho no nchia kwama Dr. Baumia still maintain lawyer Nana Ajeyi Bafo ewa MP Menchia South still maintain
teacher constitution free wiamu ase ana osi JDM any NDC wo mo chese omu baby omu fa oman no kra emfa Oma Sada said there were more adwuma ana tememufo so Sada said there were more board mabaso no enya de say omu ye bribi wo mu enye hui na wochia opani koka JFK and Mr. Usu Bempa
Oyibo Boati Achman de behi wase we member our Akan PP Media Patriot ho na wase obi bia de ho be for garamsi ho no se emran ne di sane atie ne fata ni kwan se ka se we NDC ni bia ni eban sa de betumi aboa obi enu ho so sene mra no wochia Dr. Baumia na afi wase efe no Oyibo Boati ene behi
Dina penamai na wase ohwen live edi free anwam ana wose galamse ni yenya na ekunyen
Befi Bantama and wase Deputy Attorney General and say unje any fact ni papa usi eko was asem no o ma body eto agu ni ade enye no kribia and that's why ho na me bomb pies asem no nke be di ama me tokunu yetime di ama no nke be me de pa ni nchie kwa ma honorable Asenso Boachi MP Bantama
Banji di free mfesi sewia ana wase NDC aban awa be no size Ochia okunkom awie
Amos Mensa aka Ensemha Exhaust Pipe welder Dichem so no say ekwan NDC for mofa so Chief Justice so kunu afri ho na nyu enye kra emfa kwan so nti munhya no nso Ochia Dr. Baumia still maintain and chairman or the no home kweku apia kuka. Ajia Ediza Zungu Pania, Rabo say Chairman Sabun Pesia Susame. No say I was say a queen bia so and this year by fa a teacher fui as I saw share boss or Boba Mebuno Eduman ye, Bachawa Badia, Momeduman ye, what shadow Tabomia, and lawyer Justin Kudia from Pon MPP, General Secretary. Sansuna Capitu, Gosman Shiaus in fact, current administration JDM only NDC for. Niama ekoso ni bo no ma enye kra 2028 simple and short Dr. Baumia ebeba na waba beji baton no de free nsem it is possible Crispo fufu and also honorable Edem Agbana me pacho give us a break you president mama de ben yan waya ma bro so economy musi niama ko yi so e nkrata so uba yebutu mu a yekodwo mu a niama ibo den mo so mo titi nkran wo se na niama bo aba form niama bo ben na aba form pacho yemfansi ne nkwanim.
Oscar Mark Boutique at the Tadepani Yamapa F UK, USA, Italy, Germany, Spain, and Turkey at the Abasa Yafan Share dear, your Kodanta, dear Penny, and Tadia, one more, and Banuse, and Pasotambo, more, best spread, dear Fepa, a wood designer ones, and for perfume so good one, a cow home, and for designer handbags, and purses, and my makeup on your mind, this year, your home, and where tray, and Koda, one of car seat wardrobes, in Penny, dear now, traveling bags, it will be a band of Kodemi and your wooding in watching now when you've been tono. Oscar Boutique at the B Abani Water Form or we're doing Premper the Second Street. When I want to talk about Trotro Station in the I don't Croya when the first Atlantic Bank and what down Pronoamo. I don't Croya by a funny house. Yeah, Fra Oscar Mark Boutique here now 0559 53 9564.
Yeah, that Big Dan Healthcare for us was a liver and kidney specialist hospital. Our liver new kidney. How be up the moi? Ye call our measure ye, emi one so atoye. Afi fatty liver, kidney stones, gallbladder stones, gallbladder inflammation, or prostate na ekakra, hypertension. Sadia do so ni pedu animo. One year walk doing some how hepatitis B ni C. Any the aken in a shene come out Big Dan Healthcare. Ebusia ye wo ahonjo da ban sokoban ye ku for school junction hono moda. Dr. Victor Nadam Kwabejo so no show ama ho ato yemfre 0247665436 0247665436.
Nature Smile Dental Clinic is saying amayen. Ya dia son semina ya ko hono mo wetimi ro sesuma ne yakama dia suabuo dia etuo ya fele edibisha na mu breasts nyina wo hye teeth whitening FFA mo na ye root canal therapy RCTC and RCT nyina wonum twa bi kama halitosis na ye hye na yetu ase wo son nyina de bomadia say we de be call Nature Smile Dental Clinic wo na wo mo ahwe ede amount bibia boda from ho ebeje breso o sen ho na ya hwe ho haw asiesi me pato eye adwuma fiti adwoada ekosi eye meminenda na afofida nyina eye adwuma anopa na wotukosi anwuma no nsia ye waka Liberty Filling Station ye ne farm depot ne di enmhwe kono ngo so ye Lady Dina New Golf Filling Station ye friend Nature Smart Dental Clinic ya na 0539 917711.
Ebusia Kastene si adi master dama Yera Kenneth obeying the master multiple planner yensemo for penny enono where workaholic na bedi echi any prince koju board utubu si utubi abana aja poma emunyina boy editor Father Paul na minta any wana akanyi nada na Franco the acoustic ni try yanko social media fidie ni so e mo akenka me di eno of us many nana jumo GH